Like I said, even though I wasn't on his team, I could see his how much he cares about taking care of the football and not forcing anything. And I noticed that back then, and I think I can start noticing that now. He's not forcing anything. He's trying to make sure that Coach Day does a good job of knowing where to go with the ball at certain times. So he's really starting to grasp that, and I think he's doing a good job.
How long did it take you to embrace blocking as a tight end? I know you played a lot of receiver in high school. That's obviously big here.
Yeah.
How long does that process take for a guy like you?
I think it was last camp was the biggest. That was what it took for me. Obviously, I'm still learning. All these guys, you can ask Luke, he's probably still learning some things. And I think last camp was really the most important time for me to get my feet wet, because I turned on the film from a couple days ago. I watched the film of last camp, and where I am now, it looks like it's night and day. Just the fact that not only I wasn't scared to throw myself in there and be physical, it was just the fact of being technical with it and using my natural strength and speed in blocking. So that's the biggest thing that Coach Wilson and Coach Hinton have been stressing to me is I'm not as big and strong as most of the other guys on this team, and there's no shame in that because I can excel in other ways, but being able to use my strength and acceleration and speed in blocking really made a big difference for me. So I'm able to kind of run off the ball and get my body in there. So I think that was the biggest thing, noticing that last camp and now this camp.
By last camp, you mean spring?
Like last fall camp.
Last fall, okay.
Yeah.
Jeremy, you came in as a pass-catching tight end, and you obviously know the history of Ohio State tight ends. That's usually not what they are.
Yeah.
How much of a leap of faith was it for you? Okay, I think I'm going to be able to get the ball more than 15 times a year.
I think the biggest thing for me when I was getting recruited was that not only do they produce NFL tight ends, which is like the last 3 or 4 tight ends they've had are still in the league right now. I think that was important, but also the fact that they care about us off the field just as much as on the field. So not only did you know that you were going to be developed in a way to make it to the next level football-wise, but you're going to be able to have a career afterwards and move on. So looking back at it with the special teams value that comes with playing at Ohio State, like all those guys like Nick and Jeff, you can tell that all the work they put in on special teams and everything like that has helped them become starters in the NFL. So I think that was the biggest thing, knowing as I'm a pass catcher, like everybody would say. I think that coming here where it's technically more run blocking stuff and perimeter blocking, I think that's just going to help me in the long run way more.
Coach Wilson just said that this may be as deep and as good a group of tight ends as he's ever coached. What do you think? What do you see that makes him, in your opinion, say that out of your group?
I think it's our way of thinking about we, not me. Our group has been close all off season. We won best unit in the winter, best unit in the spring, best winter. We just won best unit all the time. We've been trying to focus on that the most and be accountable to each other. So we've just been trying to think about how we can help the team and not how each individual can help the team. So I think that was the biggest thing. And we're getting together all the time, just making sure that we have everything the right way. And I think that our unit has just been so strong, and we can rely on each other and know that when the game's in the line, we can count on each other.
With a group that's that deep, when you have 4 guys that can legitimately play on any play and do the things that are asked of the job, how do you go about differentiating yourself? Instead of obviously the group mentality, but obviously you want to, as an individual, play. How do you go about making your own space, your own name, your own opportunities?
So there's a good point about what you said about how we're all doing so good that how is it going to be more individualized. I think that the way that we're all coming and playing so good, it just brings out the best in each and every one of us. So we all have different skill sets, obviously, whether we're better in the pass game or the run game or perimeter blocking or all that. So I think that just the fact that we're all doing so good as a unit, I think it helps bring the best out of each and every one of us to help contribute to the team.
Jeremy, you were considered maybe the top tight end in the country coming out and stuff. You look bigger, stronger. Are you faster?
Yeah, I ran faster 40.
Yeah, what'd you run?
I ran a low 4.7.
And no brag, just fact. Number 2, how much stronger are you now? I mean, how much more of a different player are you now than you were a year ago?
I think I'm a very different player. Coach Mick really got on me this summer and winter just to make sure I was doing as much as I could off the field as I was on the field, getting stronger mentally and physically. And I think he's done way good. I remember I came in here benching 225 for not even 10 times, and now I'm getting 19 to 20. So I think it's just like a huge testament to his program and how much he takes it seriously, and and all the other guys, like we've been talking about before, they're just pushing you and pushing you to be better every day, because I'm just trying to be just like them and get better every day.
And what is that like, though? You come in here and they're like you were talking about, you know, there are men here, you know,
Yeah.
and even though you're highly touted, you know, physically you're going to get better. But what was that like, I guess, to go through that metamorphosis over a year?
Like I've been saying, last fall camp it was tough, you know, coming in not really being a blocking guy. Coming in it was tough to get my feet wet and really see what it takes to be physical at this level. Just like you said, playing against 20, 21, 22-year-olds, being 17, 18, it was tough. But I think that just helped me grow so much over this past year. I've been getting stronger in the weight room. I've been getting stronger mentally in the film, and I've just been working on my technique so much to hang with those guys, and I think I've been doing a pretty good job of that.
How much might you be in the slot as opposed to down with your hand on the ground?
I mean, we all kind of do that. Like everybody's been talking about me moving to H. I think all the tight ends do that. H and Y is just the opposite, kind of. We can all play every different way, so it's not much. It's just whatever they can do, we can do. We're just trying to get all these different looks, figure it out, and we've been a good group, so we've been trying to get on the field more and more. But it's just whatever the H's do, we can do in terms of the concept. So it's not much of a, we all know what to do and can do it. It's just when they want us to do it.
What's your level of comfort doing that?
We're comfortable. We work on it all the time. We know, like I said, Coach Day teaches us concepts, not plays. So we kind of know all the different concepts and where we are in certain positions. So I think we're all pretty comfortable with that.
But you think it could be more a part of an offense this year than last?
We'll see. It depends on the game plan. So I'd have to talk to Coach Day, Coach Wilson about that. But as of right now, we're just trying to learn everything and keep working with it.
But how much do you guys think you might have two tight ends on the field?
Like I've been saying, we've been
we're all asking the same question, I'm assuming. I just think it's such a, you guys are as deep as any position
no
on the
doubt.
team, and I'm fascinated to find out how they're going to use you guys.
No doubt. So I don't want to say the wrong answer. So we've been such a good group, like everybody's been saying. We've been a strong group all this season. So I think that we should be on the field more and more. But you know, it's all up to the game plan. Like it depends on the looks that we're getting, and that's the biggest thing is what they think of game week and preparation.
What do you think? And obviously, what Ohio State has done with the H's since Urban got here has been so effective in this offense. But when it's a guy like you, when it's a Y lined up in a slot like that, what kind of mismatch can you create? What can you guys do to a defense when they do use tight ends like that?
I think you can see from all the guys that we got, we're all like 6'4" plus, and we're all pretty athletic. So I think that's a big mismatch problem for guys in the slot with just our sheer size and athleticism. So I think that when you think about the tight end position out in the slot, it's hard to body them up as a defensive back, and it's hard to catch up to their speed when you're a linebacker. So I think it creates some mismatch problems, and we've been testing it out.
And we know you talked a lot about when you get here, you have to be able to block.
Yeah.
You got to learn all that stuff. But you knew how to catch when you got here. How has that come along? Like, you were good at catching the ball in high school, and now how are you? How have you even improved at something you were already good at?
I think I've definitely improved at it. We work at it all the time, and even just like getting off the field on the sideline after a play, going to talk to Coach Hartline about a specific technique I used on my route and how to make it even better. So I think having Coach Hartline here, we talk a lot more than you think, just working on keeping your eyes up when you run a route or just specific techniques of becoming a better route runner and a receiver. So I think that was huge, and just like Coach Day always says, we're trying to fix our problems and enhance our strengths. So I think that was the biggest thing coming in, because obviously I knew my strength was in the pass catching world. So I think that in order to enhance that, I needed to just keep working on it every day.
Everybody's asked you about blocking and if you're comfortable blocking. Have you grown to like blocking?
Oh yeah, I definitely like it. Inside drill is the most fun part of practice, because it's just like we're going against the best defensive line and linebackers in the country, and we're just going at it full speed. So it's kind of fun, because if you don't look at it that way, you're gonna get hurt. So you have to just look at it as a challenge and have fun with it.
Are you a trash talker?
I was a trash talker. As soon as I got here, I've been kind of taking it down. So not yet. Maybe when I get a little bit more respect in my name.
As you get better